What's wrong with me learning and becoming better?
But the fact you have other things to do right now?
Okay, well in that case,
The kids are Ukraine. Wait. 3D printed myself a little dice tower. Pretty awesome, guys.
real. A white van shuffles up to Atreus's bar, kicking and sputtering in the rain. Down the road, Claire walks back to the bar as well. All of you arrive. Claire, you see Floss's van come to a halt, and they begin to get out of the car. And I think you notice Tar covered in gore. What do you guys do?
Wait, sorry, who sees Tar covered in gore?
Claire, who is walking down the road towards the bar.
I'm gonna kind of walk over towards the Tar. What happened to you?
I blew someone's head off.
Behind Tar, Severance shuffles out. I think from like the driver's seat. Floss like shuts the door. Rain covers all of you here in this scene.
Is there like an awning to Atreus's bar that I could sit under so I don't
so,
get
yeah. I think there's like a small little like bench and like some little tables that have been set up outside now that they're seeing more business.
I think Floss like kicks up her leg against the wall or whatever and pulls out one of the astral cigarettes and starts smoking it.
Severance just stands off to the side and is observing the situation.
Floss and Severance, what were they doing before? Weren't they driving?
Yeah, they were.
But we all came out the car.
Yeah. Like everyone came out of the same white van.
Okay. So I kind of just like say to the whole party, I got some pretty useful information from that Ambrose guy.
You were able to meet him?
Yeah, he made himself known to me. And then I kind of like take out the papers and all the books and I kind of put them in between all of us to show everybody.
Okay.
We're outside, right?
Yes, yeah, and I think that there's like a small sort of like circular table out here that Claire places these books on. What you guys see before you is a book on magic items called Magic Items and Me. There is an old ancient dwarven book written in Dwarvish, kind of like these gold seams. The papers themselves also made of gold. And there's several bookmarks in that book. And then there is a book called Vampirism. And it's like written in red, like a black book, and there's also some bookmarks in there. There's also, I believe, no, I think that's it, right? Or
Isn't
did you?
there a
You took,
letter?
yeah, you took the letter. You took the photo. So there was a letter here from someone. Hold on, sorry. To Yandril. I'm posting this letter in the chat. And then there's a photo that shows a tower overlooking Valhaven. And it's like an old photo.
Does anyone recognize the tower?
I don't... For those of you who have been in Ulrich for some time, roll history for me.
I don't think Floss has. Yeah.
Is we're in Ulrich right now, right?
Yes, yeah.
Tar's been here basically his entire life.
Yeah, so go ahead
Wait,
and roll history, and actually roll with advantage because you're
So-
Tar Kageyama.
I don't
wait,
need
wait,
to.
wait, wait,
Do y'all
Hold on.
roll?
wait,
Um,
hold on, wait.
One moment. Claire, how long have you been in Ulrich for?
I would say at least like 3 to 4 years.
Okay, so you'll roll as well. Floss doesn't roll because
Okay.
you're not, like, from here.
Well, hold on. I was gonna ask. This is talking like prime timeline. Did Liam? Did they all go to Ulrich from the? Were they already in Ulrich and I just got shipped to an Ulrich prison or what?
You got
No.
shipped to an Ulrich one, from what
Floss lived
I
in-
remember.
Hold
Floss
on.
lived in the Infernal Empire her entire life. Up
So we're
until the
talking.
prison.
So we're talking about Absinthium Floss, home timeline Floss, was from the Infernal Empire and was shipped to the
Right.
Shattered Lands.
Okay, what prison did I go to? It's still the same prison. Yeah, I thought so.
Yes, it's the same prison that's in the Shattered Lands. As far as I know, Floss, both versions, were never in Ulrich.
Okay, so I've only been in Ulrich as long as like when Hart's little friend brought me. Yeah,
Yes, you've only been here for a couple of days, Floss.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, no, I did.
So it's
So
just
it
Claire
was-
and Tar rolling.
I got a dirty
Okay.
20.
Unless Severance would happen to know things about the city, but I don't think she necessarily would. There's no reason for her to, I think.
I mean, she's been walking around at least. She at least might like
Might have seen it.
recognize it. Like, yeah.
Okay, so I'll have Severance roll with disadvantage just because I don't think it makes sense, because Severance doesn't really know, like, culture and history of the world all that well. Is that fair?
Yeah. That's fair.
You
Got an
uncultured
18.
swine.
Okay, Claire got an 18. Tar, what did you get?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
I got a 13.
Okay. Severance, you've seen the tower in the distance, across the way, cutting the skyline. Claire and Tar, you both know that tower. And it's a shock that Claire didn't recognize it instantly. And it's funny, because given all the talk of Ambrose, that's the old Ambrose estate. That's right, in old downtown. It's a bit of history for you guys. Ulrich, forever ago, there was an old downtown, but unfortunately, it burned to the ground. There was some kind of event, maybe a riot, that resulted in the place being completely destroyed. The only remnants of that place are two towers, one much larger than the other, mind you. But that tower used to belong to the Ambrose family.
Hmm.
Sorry, I'm writing.
Floss is just sitting there.
Also, I think Tar with a dirty 20. Old downtown is kind of like shut off from the rest of Valhaven. After that event, it was kind of abandoned. The city didn't really put effort into rebuilding it, and you know that. Like, the only people who go there are mostly just bums looking for shelter.
Got it.
And
I
Floss,
just thought it could.
go ahead.
I was just saying, like in character, I just think this would be some useful information to know about where we could possibly find more leads on Ambrose.
Right.
Mhm.
Austin, is Dr. Feelgood going to this tower, or is that the other one that we didn't do?
Dr. Feelgood is investigating the West Burns.
Well, I thought it was also had to do with the Ambrose.
I want to say this because I told Tristan this. And this is just like my own perspective. I'm gonna try to stop connecting the dots for you guys as much, because I feel like these last couple of games I've been connecting things, and to add an air of mystery, I'm gonna stop doing that.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I understand that.
So I'll tell you. Also, hi Connor. The Westburn family. They were those tieflings who were trading research information with the Fang. They claimed that Mother Westburn struck up a deal to do research on cures for vampirism.
Oh, yes, this has to do with the Blood Moon and the Gala. Okay, yeah. Okay, I get it now. I get it. So did this tower was the tower any of our options, or is this just something mentioned in passing?
Right
I think
now,
it's just
all
mentioned in
this tower
passing.
is Claire put down a photo that was overlooking the city. Now it's interesting to note. Tar, that henchman told you where the maw was.
Yes.
Interestingly enough, that tower is the exact directions to the maw.
So it's the same tower. Or it's in the same direction.
It is,
My
I would
brain is
say, with the
phased.
directions you're given, knowing what you know about the city, that tower is likely what the Fang is referring to as the maw.
Okay. So I'm gonna relay that to the party. I think the Ambrose Tower is what they're calling the maw
Oh, I guess I.
from.
Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead. Tar's kind of just still broken from the events that just happened, so he's not being proper.
Yeah. Claire, there were some tiefling people. They're working for the Westburns, right, Austin? Westburns.
That's right.
Their name.
Yes.
Okay. They're working for the Westburn. And they had something to do with trading information with the Fang, and something about the
Yeah.
mother, which I. Sorry.
No, just go ahead.
Something about the mother, which I can only assume has to do with the Gala and blood and such. And Floss is going to take out that suitcase that had those vials. Yeah.
Yes, you take out this leather-bound suitcase.
I opened it up and show Claire because I don't really know what these are.
Opening this suitcase, we see 6 glowing red vials, a handful of notes. I believe some of you might recognize these strange glowing red vials.
Am I able to take the notes and read them?
Yes, reading over these notes, these seem to be some kind of researchers' scrambled together thoughts, mentioning that the potency of the blood rot is affected by the phase of the moon. It seems to only be getting stronger as the month goes on.
I turn the page and show it to the party. It seems that why they're waiting for the blood moon is for the potency of these vials, it seems.
Do these vials cure vampirism, or?
Well, they seem to lead with the blood rot, is what they're called specifically. They were also in the other Fang hideout that we were at before.
What?
There was only one vial.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Does Floss know what the blood rot is?
You...
I don't think even Severance does.
No, I'm not going to have you roll for that. You've never heard of that before.
Yeah. Okay, but here, let me ask him. Do you know what the blood rot is?
I don't think Severance did learn what it was, did she?
No, you saw some in that Fang hideout. You didn't take it. You didn't really interact with it.
Did any of the casino
Cool.
notes refer to the blood rot?
Nope.
No.
Okay. And
Well,
are there more notes in here to read about it, or no?
I think that's the general gist of what you get. It's a lot of notes just to summarize to say that.
Okay, so blood rot is named and mentioned in passing, but it's not explained really.
Yeah, it's not really explained. It seems like this was written for people who know what's going on. I think there's a list of like
And-
trials with a percentage of potency and effect, and it just goes up as the trial dates keep going on.
I see.
Can I pull out my book and see if it knows anything about blood rot?
Okay, you pull out the Sigic language. The pages thwip. Go ahead and roll a quick magic check for me.
That is... Where's my magic? That is a 17.
With a 17, the Sigic language proceeds to tell you about blood magic and its relationship with vampires. Blood magic has been known to be used for leeching purposes, to draw forth health and healing into yourself if you're a vampire, rather than just feeding off of people. The idea being that you wouldn't have to grab people and drink their blood if you could just siphon the blood across the room out of them. And there have been many vampire-like casters throughout history who have turned to blood magic to increase their abilities. And I can actually like write what is in the Sigic language for you after a session, but that's generally what it says.
So the general consensus is that... sorry, I keep hearing myself through...
Oh yeah, me too.
It starts throwing me off. Okay, let me relock in. Sorry.
Wait, sorry, is my mic echoing?
Yeah, but it's like only the end of it.
Oh, sorry, hold on, let me turn up my suppression a little bit. Okay, hopefully that's better.
Hopefully. Okay, yeah, it does seem so. Okay, I don't hear myself anymore. Thank you. Anyway, it's just so I can like recollect to make sure I didn't miss anything before I say it, is that blood rot is like a way that vampires use to heal and stuff like that, but
So-
also become stronger.
I'm gonna interrupt you there. The Sigic language never mentions blood rot. It never it mentions explicitly what this is. It just talks about the relationship between vampires and blood magic.
Doesn't specifically say blood rot.
But could be a type of blood magic, I guess.
Maybe.
Well, it doesn't quite say anything exactly this, but most likely this could be a type of magic, a type of blood magic. Whether the blood is infused with magic or something like that, and most likely why its potency is getting better. Though I don't quite see, or I guess if it is a type of blood magic, it could be a stronger form of it, I think.
Ah,
Wait, hold on, were you explaining that?
I was explaining that as Severance, yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so... wait, is my... Oh my god,
it's cutting you
Yeah.
out now.
Okay, this is gonna have to work, I guess.
It's okay.
So it doesn't have anything to do with curing vampirism, as I guess we've been led to believe, according to the other Blood Moon documents.
No, it doesn't
It-
seem that way.
Could be a possibility of the research that they were doing is that they were trying to find a way, since blood is a way for vampires to heal, And it is a way to make them stronger. So possibly by performing magic and infusing magic into the blood, or trying to use blood magic is a way to cure vampirism. So these might be attempts, though whether or not they work, I don't know. Most likely they don't.
I do want to say that the trials don't mention what they were or detail what any experimentation with this looks like, and it looks like they're being purposely vague about that in the notes.
I have a feeling that it could be quite the opposite.
What do you
Also, I'm
mean?
using push to talk now. Sorry, 1 second. I mean, what if it's not a cure for vampirism so much as, like, they're not trying to find a cure. This is really distracting me. Sorry, my push to talk keybind is typing a bunch of letters in my text box. Hold on, I'm sorry. Okay, sorry about that.
It's okay.
What if they're less so trying to find a cure for vampirism and more so trying to fuel their own vampirism?
That could very much be a possibility, but then that just kind of leaves interest into why the phrasing was to cure it, I guess. But I do think that's on the table.
Think about it like this. If these families hold, or at least the Westburns and the Ambrose, if they hold this huge gala, and, they could phrase it as just a gala, but to the higher-ups or more importance, it could be like the purpose of the gala is to, we're curing vampirism, yada yada, but it's really just to fuel their own. I suppose it's a loose theory, but
It'll be like ruse.
Regardless, this this briefcase and the things with the Westburns, it seems like something we should investigate, considering that the gala is only how many days away now, Austin? 4?
It is still 5 days away.
Still 5 days away. The gala is only 5 days away. It seems like something we should get on top of, especially if the Fang has something to do with it.
Well, for right now, we need to go to the mall and save Camilla and whoever's there. The gala's in days, but she could die in hours. And whoever else is there. And if we're going directly after the Fang, this at least would be another, at least sector that we could take down.
Yeah.
I mean, do we even know how strong? Why am I? Sorry.
Foster character goes.
Reasonable crash out.
I don't know why I'm stumbling over my words so much today. Okay, it's just loud ass fucking music. Hold on, let me turn it down.
Yeah, turn that shit down.
Do we even know how guarded the mall is? How many Fang members there are there? We don't want to die.
I don't think we know. I mean, we can at least go check it out if we do need more backup. And I guess we could grab more, but I think that is of more importance right now. People could be getting hurt right now, or there should be something that we can do right now to at least stop that part of it.
We found out about the mob because of that guy that Tar interrogated, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
We also found out about the moth from when we were in that Fang underground area where we killed the wolf. We found out that Camilla's at the mall being set to sacrifice.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, Floss wasn't there. Well, whenever we had went
to Cass knows. Floss does not.
Oh my god, that's right. Sorry.
Whenever we had went to the other Fang hideout, we had read a message that was saying where certain survivors that were there were being sent to for more sacrifice. And Camilla was being sent to the maw, along with other people.
My point being, Tar, did the guy say any, or did anyone that you've interrogated, or like that last time that you were in that underground area, did anyone say how guarded it was? Like, is this the main headquarters or something like that?
We didn't find out that it was the main headquarters from the note. We just found Camilla was there. I found out when I interrogated that guy that the Maw is probably, more than likely, their biggest hideout. There's also that underground area on the rail. I think it was on the railroad tracks.
It was originally designed to be an underground central train station, but it was never finished.
Okay. It was supposed to be like an underground train station, but it's never finished. I didn't get enough information out of him before I...
So if it's their main headquarters, we can reasonably assume that it's fairly well guarded, much more so than, where was that place that we fought where we saw the guy for the first time, the underground rat place.
The sewers?
Yeah, the sewers. I'm asking Austin.
Oh, yeah, that was the sewers.
Yeah. The sewers was already very heavily guarded, so I can't imagine how much more the Maw would be. It really probably isn't in our best interest to go this second. We need more information.
What more information could we get that would make it less strong or less nerve-wracking to go? If we all go at once, I don't think they would be able to put up much of a fight from what we saw just from the first Fang hangout a place that we had went to. Sorry.
I don't know, the thing from the way that they basically militarily occupied an entire race of people underground, they probably have numbers, in the hundreds? I don't think the five of us can, hold on, she's counting with her fingers. Is it four? It's four, yeah. I don't think the four of us can realistically take, even 50 guards, let alone hundreds.
I've killed more than them. I've killed things that I don't think your brain would be able to comprehend. I think
Are you calling me stupid?
No. I'm calling you a coward right now.
A coward?
There are so many people in danger right now, and you're worried that these people could possibly be stronger?
I'm worried that we're throwing our lives away, Severance.
This is kind of where Tar's gonna snap at you, and again, this is nothing against you, Cass.
No,
this is against
you're good. You're prefacing it, and that's all that matters, and you're not being a petty bitch about it, which is perfectly
fine.
I'm
not trying to be either. I'm sorry.
No, we're all chill. I love you guys. Big hug.
I love you.
Listen to me, Floss. You don't understand. I raised Camilla since she was 8 years old. I raised Zig since he was 10. Just because I have him back doesn't mean my journey's over. They are like my son and daughter. There's no fucking way I'm gonna let her die.
And that's great for you, Tar, and you can go. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that would we rather save one person for the cost of gods knows how many, or figure out what this whole Blood Moon Gala bullshit is and, save the entire rest of Valhaven?
Have 5 days to wait to figure out the Blood Moon.
Every hour that we spend not figuring this out, we have to find out the Fangs Association, the Ambroses Association, actually plan what we're doing for the Gala, and again, even if, completely ignoring the Gala, if we all go in there and die, it'll all be for nothing.
But you say there's only one person there when you know that there could be more. And the longer we let them continue doing what they're doing right now, the more people will die now.
What, 10,
It'll
20,
be more,
30?
That's still people, innocent people who are dying. I would save one person and risk my life, even if it meant that they were safe.
Okay, and that's great for you, Severance, and I applaud you for that, and that's great. But I would rather know that I have a chance of saving the rest of Valhaven by being alive to figure out what the Gala is about than throw my life away.
What if their sacrifices awaken something, and then puts the rest of the world in danger?
Then that's a risk I'm willing to take.
The more that we let the Fang continue doing this, it's clear that they are part of these rituals and part of the testing. The longer we let them
Exactly.
continue to do that, they can't do any more testing if they have no more people to be giving away the product to.
They can just kidnap more people. It's about stopping the
Not
Fang.
if
We're
they're
on the same
dead.
page, Severance. It's about stopping the Fang. And in order to stop the Fang, we need to figure out this Gala stuff.
The Gala's in days.
It's
And
not
what
about
more
when the
information
Gala
can we
is. It's
find?
about why they're doing it and what's going to happen to the rest of Valhaven if we. It's not that we have 5 days until the Gala. It's that we have 5 days until we can't do anything about the Gala.
As you continue speaking, like Icar on the wall, from behind Claire, from glowing green and black shadow, Atreus steps, putting a hand on Claire's shoulder, looking to all of you. You know, Claire, you've been real fucking quiet this whole time, my friend.
Is this a real person? Like, is this
This is
someone really
Atreus,
behind
yeah.
me?
Atreus comes out of the wall.
Who's Atreus again? I feel like
Atreus is like the criminal sleazeball who runs the bar and is paying Floss to fight the Fang.
Oh, okay.
And you tried to like knock his drink out of his hand in the first session where you met him, and here he is like with his hand on your shoulder.
Oh, kind of just flinch, and turn over and look at him.
So I'm real curious what your thoughts are. You very analytical, I think.
Kind of give him a frustrated look. Is this any of your business?
Of course it's my business, as Floss should know. If you were planning to attack the Fang, you should have reported to me, kid. You've got a whole army at your disposal here with me and Sophie and those fucks at the Valhaven Occult Society.
And what, send more people to their deaths?
It takes all of us to fight a fucking big guy, don't you think?
I mean, we'd have a better chance if we all went, yes. And if we do end up going, then yes, I'd like you two and them to be there. But the fact of the matter is, there could be hundreds of them at that base. And if we all go in there, and I'm sure you have your ways, but if the rest of us die, then what's stopping the Fang, or the Ambrose, or the Westburns?
Then there would be nothing.
Then there'd be absolutely nothing, so why would we throw our lives away?
Kind of turn over to Floss. As I've come to live around these places, everything is just terrible. There's death all around. Death is inevitable. But I agree with Severance and Tar that if I can save at least one person, it's good enough for me.
So it's all about the short-term satisfaction for you people.
No. If you are really worried about the blood moon and what's going on with that, the most information that you're going to find is going to be from the Maw.
It's
Don't you
clearly
think
not.
that?
We clearly need to go investigate the Westburns and the Ambrose and see what their association with the Fang is so we can take the Fang down.
And you think they're going to be honest with you? When
Not,
they're
not
being
me,
working
no. You
together
have
and
to...
staying together?
I can't just waltz up in there and be like, hey, what are you guys doing? That obviously...
Then what was your
Severance, use your
plan?
brain.
Wasn't the
Excuse
Maw
me?
close to part of Ambrose's old estate? We could possibly find more information by going there.
Look, if you three want to go there, that's your prerogative. I'm going to go see what the Ambrose are up to.
As you say that, Atreus walks in front of you and gives you a shit-eating grin, licks his teeth. You know, actually, Floss, if these three are gonna assault the Fang's home base, we need all hands on deck, and that includes you and me and all our little friends. If we have any chance against this, we're gonna have to stick together. You dig?
No, I don't dig. I'm not throwing my life away, Atreus.
I'm not asking you to fucking die. You could always just run away like a little bitch.
Do I get anything out of it other than not getting my shit stomped in by you?
Atreus rolls his eyes, reaches into his pocket, and dangles a sack of coins in front of you.
I don't need your money.
All right, well, suit yourself.
But there is... Oh, sorry, what?
No, go ahead.
There is something I was eyeing in your shop earlier. Maybe that can do?
You want a free item? Okay, yeah, we can work that out.
That's enough.
Just a... I'm sorry?
That's enough for you to change your mind? Just
Oh, my mind
free
isn't changed at
item?
all, Severance. I'm going because Atreus is telling me to go, and I kind of don't really have an option.
You always do have a choice, Floss. But this seems like we're storming the fucking gates here, and, you don't want to do
Which
the
is why we
push.
shouldn't... Floss, like, puts, like, 2 fingers up to, like, the temple of her nose and, like, pinches. I clearly can't change these three's mind. These whatever, however the fuck you say that.
Yeah.
And yours seems pretty set too. And I know Sophie will listen to whatever you say, so it's not like I really have an option. And I'd feel bad about letting you guys go on your own because you're certainly gonna die without me. And even if there's a slim chance of survival with me, I mean, I guess that means I should go.
I think we would have lived either way, but it is appreciated for you to join our cause. And I do think that you'll find more information there.
Floss rolls her eyes and walks into the bar so he can get the...
Before you walk into the bar, Atreus puts a hand out to stop you.
Yeah?
Actually, before you're gone, your friend Nico gave me a phone call and said he had some words for you in private.
Like in person? Or...
Yeah, and I figure you want to gather those guys around anyway if we're storming the gates and all, but, left a message on the phone machine.
I swore to never see that fucker's face again, but if it means that we can get more hands for this, I guess.
Appreciate it, Floss. I won't forget your business.
Can Floss walk into the bar now?
Yeah.
Okay,
do the three of you, I guess, and Atreus, say anything to each other when Floss is away?
I think, while it is not, like, really apparent, I think Severance is just trying to calm down right now. I do think Tar and Claire would kind of have more of a clue that she might be, like, a little upset or, like, pissed off about it because they've been around her longer, but I think Atreus wouldn't really know.
Okay, so can I buy
Yes.
one item? Okay, so I'm spending money buying the Ring of the Grammarian, but I want to take the Poseidon.
Holy shit. Bro's just taking a peek.
Well, okay, because think about it, like, from a
That's great.
standpoint, like,
No, I like
Atreus is like, oh, I need a main weapon. Atreus, give me this.
Yeah. Damn, that was
Cool.
meant for Claire.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
You
that's
saw me
okay.
put the little wait, you saw me put the little greeny guy.
No, I know. You buy
I was more
the
interested
Ring
in
of
the fucking
Grammarian.
hat.
Okay, good. You buy the Ring of the Grammarian, and you take the Poseidon. Congratulations, you have the most fucking busted gun in the world now.
Oh my god.
So, Tar and Claire, do you guys say anything to each other?
I feel like Claire could kind of notice that that conversation got Tar and Severance very heated, so is Tar next to me? Like,
Yeah, you guys are all still outside.
okay. I just kind of put like a reassuring like hand on Tar and like I say to him, "Don't worry about Camilla. I'm gonna do everything that I can to try to get her back.
I was muted.
Lol.
Thank you.
Okay, and then I nod, and then we go inside?
Yes.
Well, Floss was walking out because I'm assuming we were.
So you guys all meet at the door.
Okay.
Floss spins the new gun that she got.
Real. Hell yeah. You guys see Floss has a cool new gun.
Hold up. Can I actually also buy a gun?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm multitasking because I didn't account for the NPCs coming with you, so I'm making shit for them.
It's like double checking. Because I think I want to buy the Templar's Claymore.
Every knight needs a sword, don't you know?
Well, it's a shotgun.
Every knight needs a sword, don't you know?
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that, I think.
Oh yeah.
Could I also buy something?
Yes, the magic items are here for you guys to buy. I hope you know that.
Okay.
Austin,
Yeah.
if I take the dreads of Mar, I will have like a 40 ace or a CB.
So I want to let you know personally, Tristan, as friend to friend. The armor is there for everybody else because you have 21 CB and they have 8.
I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna take it.
I just thought you should know that. Oh, I'd imagine Mordenkainen's probably coming with you guys too, right?
I'm waiting for more something
so.
tar coated.
Would I be able to sell my hunter pistol?
Yeah, you could probably go sell that to Seamus if you want.
Okay.
Because I already have my new armor.
Oh yeah.
The gi that he
I'm
gave
gonna
me,
take
that I bought.
Oh man, I need to account for all the NPCs you guys could be bringing with you, because there's so many friendly NPCs in this game. Guys, I would never run a DMPC. Proceeds to have more NPCs than fucking party members.
I love DMP. I need a t-shirt that has a big fucking I Heart DMPCs on it.
Yeah.
Real?
Because there's a potential for you guys to have...
I have no money.
6, 7 NPCs with you guys?
I can only think of like 3, dude.
All your friendly NPCs. Yuri, Sophie, Zik, Rudy, Nico, Mordenkainen, Atreus. Your little mini army. Okay, sorry, I'm locked in. What's up, guys? You guys are buying magic items, right?
Austin, you should not have let me get the Grammarian, dude. This shit is going to go insane.
No, that's the whole point. That's the whole point.
Also, I have access to Inflict Mounds now, just so you know.
Let's fucking go. Inflict Mounds was beautiful, by the way. I loved it when it happened.
Connor's here, but he's deafened, so I'm not gonna use it unless he is. I don't want to waste it because I have level 5 necromancy spells now.
Definitely save it.
Yeah, I'm saving my Grammarian usage, but Inflict Mounds would be really funny.
Do any of you guys need my help right now? Like magic item shopping?
Could I buy the Radiant Black?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
If you guys post what you get, I will delete them in the item shop. It's just a lot to keep track of. Poseidon is gone. Do you have the item card saved, Cass?
Where would you post it?
In just like the text channel of Divide.
Okay.
I have to save that image.
I love shopping. I love shopping session. I love shopping.
Sorry.
You're okay. You're okay.
Is there gonna be a way for us to where we get to, like, be able to make more money at all?
You know, I want you guys to have ways to do that, like doing jobs for people and like getting money from quests. It's just like, damn. I'm gonna, like, in today's session, there are locations for loot, and I made sure there was a green ember in some of the loot.
Okay.
I think that's what it's going to come down to, is like having more loot where it's just gold or whatever, like green number.
Floss doesn't need any money. Heh.
Dude, the Templar's Claymore is sick.
I'm so glad that Severance is buying it.
Hmm.
Oh, you know what? Floss does need to go to. Would Atreus sell spell cards?
Fuck it, why not?
Cool. Okay, let me look at what spells I would want.
Let's actually have some RP real quick.
Okay, yeah, sure.
You guys are buying magic items. Atreus is like exchanging money with you guys. And Atreus looks at you, Floss. You know I'm not trying to push your buttons or anything. I hope you know that.
What do you mean?
Kid, I'm gonna have to be clear with you. I appreciate our deal. The thing we got going on here, it does a lot of good for me. My first and foremost mission is killing the leader of the Fang, Noctis. And it sounds like where you're going, he might be going. So if there's an opportunity for me to knock that motherfucker out, I'm gonna take that chance. This was nothing personal between you and me, and I want to make that clear. And to prove that point, he hands you a deck of magic cards.
Wow! Do they come with the cards already? I don't have to buy them?
You don't have to buy them. This one time,
Okay, cool.
you don't have to buy them.
Floss, like, I think Floss gets the idea, like, considering, obviously not Fireball, because that's, like, level 3 or 5 or whatever, but, like, she gets the idea of what they are by looking at them. Being magically inclined and all. Yeah, I appreciate it. I mean, taking out the thing would be, she pulls out her fingers and counts again. What would it be? It's, like, my second or third most important objective, so I guess that automatically makes it important to me to do that as well.
But you gotta understand, it's number one on my list. I've got personal beef.
As long as this is the only time you boss me around.
I'm sure throughout our business history, there's gonna be moments where I do some bossing and you do some bossing.
Sure. Okay, let's see what magic cards I get. Let me look, 1 second.
The Templar's Claymore. That's what it sounds like when you draw it, by the way. It goes, Templar's Claymore.
Yeah,
Really don't want it to do that.
No, dude, it's like a fucking, it's like a dwarf fortress, not dwarf fortress, what the hell? No,
it's like a Pokemon.
It's like a Deep Rock Galactic voice line.
Flamethrower, chicken jockey, Templar's Claymore.
We're rich. We're rich.
We're rich. We're rich.
Anyway, I'm done.
That's what I mean. It's
Also,
a Deep Rock movie as Jack Black is the lead dwarf.
If I had, wait, no, Danny DeVito needs to be in there.
Danny DeVito, Jack Black, that guy
Peter
from
Dinklage.
What We Do in the Shadows, Peter Dinklage. There you go. There's the line.
Yeah, there's the line. No, that's so fucking terrible. That would be literally the worst movie ever.
No, peak cinema.
Dude, no, don't make it a movie. Make it like an Amazon show, like Fallout.
And okay. Anyway, are we ready to leave now, gang?
I need to figure out what cards. Also, if it's a cantrip card, I can only use it once. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Atreus says to all of you, obviously, I'm gonna come with you guys. I'll meet you near the outskirts of the city where you're headed. If there's anybody you guys want to bring with, now's the time to go get them. And maybe say your goodbyes now in case we get our ass handed to us.
Hey, Austin, for rituals, or like ones that take like an hour or whatever, how does the card work for that?
It takes that long for the card to activate.
Okay, I guess I'll kill myself then. All right, give me 1 second. I'm doing the cards really quick.
Claire, Severance, Tar. Is there anybody you guys would like to go to while Floss is busy?
Well, mine is... Zik isn't at the bar.
Where is Zik?
He's with Nico.
Yeah. You guys are headed that way anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is
I guess
Seamus?
or asks if there's a place where you can clean up.
Lucas, what were you asking? I'm sorry.
Oh, is Seamus on the way to Nico?
Yeah.
Okay.
You were asking if there's anywhere you can clean up. I think like at the bar there's a little sink.
I just start cleaning the blood off me in the sink.
Claire.
Oh wait, actually,
Okay.
while Tar is doing that, she goes over to Tar. Would you like me to wash anything while you were cleaning yourself?
If I take this off, I'll be naked.
Oh. Okay. I was just trying to help. My apologies.
No, I understand. It's okay.
Okay, that was
And
it.
Claire, Sophie approaches you.
Who is Sophie?
She's wearing a yellow jacket. She has like dark amber skin.
Oh, yeah,
She has
yeah,
two
yeah.
golden guns on her hip, and she looks you up and down.
Right.
And she kind of like gives you a half smirk, puts a hand on her hip, and like kind of is like putting all weight on one leg and looks at you, and says, "You do shooting too?"
Yeah. I guess you could say I was kind of brought up that way.
Have a drink on me. And she hands you a bottle of whiskey.
Thank you. And I kind of look to the floor.
Oh, yeah. Floss is like, stay away from my woman!
Is
Real.
Mordenkainen here at all?
Mordenkainen... God, where was he the last time we saw him? He was with you. Yeah, he's been following you. He's been very quiet. I think that's one of his character traits, is Mordenkainen, more often than not, like, sulks in the background and just watches.
Okay.
He's looking at you, though. He's, like, giving you, like, a side eye a little bit.
Bye-bye. Can I just, like, sit down and, like, I sip on the whiskey a little bit?
Yeah, you restore grit points, I believe. Let's just go ahead and put you back at full for the time being.
I think that's really all I'm gonna do for now. I'm gonna wait for everybody else.
Gang, what's the plan? Is there anything we'd like to do here before the scene shifts, before you guys leave?
I assume that's like Atreus is already making Sophie come with us, yeah?
Atreus has not talked to her yet. She's actually looking at you, Floss. Like, across the room, drinking, just kind of giving you a look.
After Floss rifles through the cards, because I decided what they are now, I guess Floss will go over to where, so, like, notices that Sophie's, like, looking over and go over there and sit down with her. So, I guess we're going to, you know that big tower over there in the sky?
Yeah, that's the old Ambrose place, isn't it?
Yeah, according to, I guess, some information that we got, it's the, like, Fang headquarters, I guess, and because some people don't have very good leadership decision skills, we're going to raid it, I guess, and Atreus wants all hands on deck, so...
Sophie looks down at her drink and then back up at you. Maybe I need to be at my best.
Are you not?
And she kind of looks up at you with a very serious, like, stern look on her face. Let me try the amulet.
You sure?
Yeah.
Floss, like, looks, like, grabs the amulet out of her bag, like, looks at it, like, kind of concernedly, and hands it over. Actually, wait, yeah, okay, she's gonna hand it over, but let me look at something really quick. Okay, it's a 3rd level spell. Okay, we're good. Yeah, she'll hand the amulet over, but she'll like clutch the grimoire inside of her bag just in case anything bad happens.
She takes the amulet from you and she looks at it and then at you. From what I understand, from what I can remember, the Fang wiped out most of the Yellow Jackets. The day they showed up, they slaughtered everyone. And we weren't enough to hold them back. Atreus lived, but even then his soul alone, his astral soul, wasn't enough. We need more than just that. More than the old man standing alone. We have to make them pay for what they did to my family. And she's holding the amulet, and she goes to like cut herself with it, and she kind of winces as it like almost pierces her skin, and then she draws away. I can't do it. And she kind of like holds it out to you and looks away, running her hand through her hair.
Floss takes it back and puts it back in her bag. Do you want to like go somewhere else to do this, or?
No, I don't think I'm ready.
I understand. That's perfectly fine. I didn't think you were either, if I'm being honest.
And she looks at you with a very hurt look.
No, I didn't mean. I meant like, I didn't think that it would, like, it wouldn't be a good time. It's not. It's too dangerous. It's not that. I don't think you're capable.
You don't think I can handle myself?
No, that's not what I said. I wouldn't trust myself around this thing, honestly.
What do you mean by that?
Like, I don't think I could handle it. And, you know, I don't know, like, I'm not saying that you're not capable. I'm saying that it's much too...
She turns away from you.
This is some fucking bullshit, Austin. Fuck you.
Do you want me to come with you or not?
If you don't mind, I'd appreciate that.
I will stand by you. We need every hand in this fight.
And Floss is gonna like put her hand across the table, like not on top of hers, but like she's gonna put her hand like out on the table. I thank you for not only coming with us, but everything, really.
She looks at you again. She's clearly still hurt a little bit. She kind of like tilts her head, puts a hand on yours for a moment. Yeah, of course, Floss. I'll see you there.
Floss is gonna take her hand back and get up. She is going to go to the van and put the vials in the back of the van. And actually, yeah, hold on. Let me clear out my inventory really quick. We're gonna do some inventory management here. I don't think I'm gonna be able to hold down my caps lock key while I'm alt tab, so let me undo that. Okay, you guys might hear yourself a little bit. But let me see. I'm going to put the casino papers and the gala flyer in there. I'm gonna put the suitcase in there, and inside of the suitcase, I'm gonna put the Severance Wanted posters. But I'm. Hold on, let me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So all that stuff's in the back of the van, and I'll leave the van there for right now.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing? What's the move? Are we about to leave?
I think like Seb is ready to go.
Tar has just finished cleaning the blood off himself, but it's still covered on his gi.
Tar, you're there, in front of a sink. I think everybody else is leaving at this point. Atreus, Sophie as well. You're alone in the bar. The water's running across your hands, through your fur, the matted, stained blood washing down. That's odd. You don't remember washing your left hand, yet it's clean.
Is there a mirror in front of me?
Yeah, there's like a small mirror.
Car's gonna punch it.
As the glass in the mirror splinters, you see 12 different versions of yourself staring back. Your hands, of course, now covered in blood, glass splintering into your knuckles. The now dirty hands that you just cleaned, you take 1 point of damage.
Okay. And
Can you roll a quick perception check, Tar?
yeah. Hold on, let me look at my stats. Perception. That is a 21.
You're washing again, picking the bits of glass out. You look up. For a moment, you could have sworn somebody was behind you. They're gone.
Tar's just gonna try and ignore it and turn off the sink and flick his hands and just walk away.
Okay. All of you arrive at the van.
Wait, why are we at the van?
You guys are going to the Nico place, right?
Oh yeah, I guess.
I mean, unless you guys don't want to take the van and just want to walk there.
I'm fine with either one. Normally I would take the van, but I do have something kind of important that if Severance sees will be kind of bad.
Yeah, that was my thought when you put it in the back. So I think Floss,
Yeah,
you're in the van first. We see Severance and Claire exiting the building, heading towards the van.
If I get to the van, do you want me to roll like a perception check?
Well,
so...
it's inside of the suitcase. I don't.
Okay, all right. This could still be fun.
Like, I mean, yeah, but Severance knows that.
Here's what's
gonna
happen.
Okay.
You guys pile in. Everybody now in the back of the van. There's a suitcase back here. Floss, I need you to roll stealth. Severance, I need you to roll perception.
They've seen the suitcase before, but yes, I will. I will roll. You said stealth.
Mm-hmm. Because this is a very sneaky action. Clearly, you're trying to hide something.
And you said perception for me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a dirty 20.
Floss?
16, which I think is pretty good. It's pretty good.
Okay. Interesting. All of you are in the van. And I think keys turn, ignition on. You begin driving down the road. Tar, Severance, and Claire are in the back. Floss is in the front. And there's that suitcase the blood vials were in, right? And sticking very slightly out of the suitcase latch, there's paper. And I think with a dirty 20, Severance, that paper is not the same color as the notes. It's actually yellowing, rippled on the edges. A bit of strange brown illustration.
Can I say something really quick, Austin?
Mm-hmm.
I just like to say that at this moment, like Floss is like very tense about the suitcase, and she doesn't have it on her, like it's in the back, but she's like definitely maybe noticeably actually, like if anyone wanted
looking in the rear view.
Yeah, looking
constantly looking over your shoulder in the rear view at the group.
Yeah, like at the suitcase. And if Severance tries to open it, Floss is gonna try and stop her.
I actually need a performance check from you, Floss, as you have your eyes off the road.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit. Would we notice?
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, Claire.
Hey, so
I will
that's
say
7 for driving.
Okay, so one thing at a time. Severance, you notice the paper. What do you do?
I am going to say I don't think Severance reaches for it exactly yet, but I was rolling to see if Sev notices Floss acting off, because that's what's going to be my teller for whether she was going to, and she got a nat 20 on that.
Okay.
So do I roll against that or no?
No, because you rolled a 7 for driving. It's going to be a dead giveaway. And that 20 is already like clear. Okay, so here's what happens. You're driving, and Severance, you see Floss keeps looking back at you over and over again. and the van is like keeps going left and right, like clearly in like swerving into a lane that it's not supposed to be into. I think like a guy honks at you and like yells out his window, "Fucking kid, get off the road!" What happens next, gang?
I'm trying to decide because also this is gonna do.
Floss is just keep driving. I'm not doing like
Okay.
I'm purely reactionary right now.
No, yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm like trying to think of Severance reaction if she did pull that out because that would be a pretty big thing. That it just. Oh,
What the
she
fuck happened
left.
in the music bot?
Oh, I guess
She gave up.
There is nothing playing.
gave up.
Okay.
She was like tired of hearing us.
She goes, I hate these gay assholes. Okay, it just makes sense for Severance to start reaching for it.
Okay.
Okay, will I be able to react to this at all?
I think if you're since you're looking in the back, I think you would immediately be able to react.
You can react. However, you keep swerving into traffic.
Yeah, no. Floss
So
I
isn't
try
gonna
to
try and
grab
reach
the
back. I'm not trying to
wheel.
grab it.
okay, one thing at a time. Claire reaches over and stabilizes the vehicle.
Sorry.
Floss, you see Claire lean over the seat and like adjust your driving, and as she's doing that, Severance, do you open the suitcase?
He's just reaching for the paper right now.
Okay, yeah,
If the paper's sticking out, she can pull it out like that.
okay,
Unless you want me to roll for a carry.
No, it's okay. You pull the paper out. Floss.
Am I not allowed to speak beforehand? Or
No, yeah, you're allowed to.
So
That's
I'm
what I was
trying
waiting for.
to. There's four people in this car. I'm trying to follow actions because we can speak one at a time.
Okay.
So I think Severance goes to pull. Claire is over your shoulder. Floss, what do you do?
Okay, so let me go from the order of operations. Let me. Oh, sorry, Claire. I'm still kind of new to this whole driving thing. And then as she's saying that, the paper, and Floss like, almost like, I guess like kind of like scarily so, like raises her voice, not like in a yelling manner, but like she's about to get shot. Like oh, let me please don't open that, Severance, please. Is Severance still like reaching for it, or
Severance.
She
is
does.
it in your
She's.
hand?
She did not pull it out yet. She stops when Floss raises her voice at her.
Sorry, it's something private. It's stupid, really. It's really important to me. I just stuck it in there because I had nowhere else to put it. If you could not touch that, please.
Floss,
Okay.
roll deception. Severance, roll insight.
24. I'm calling you right now, Severance.
Insight. Just double checking. I do think you get over though. Insight, I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Severance. You should listen to your
Hold on,
friend.
I didn't. Well, hold on.
Oh.
I was rolling deception, yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a real roll.
No, it's not actually
okay.
24. No. Hold on. Let me. Oh my god! How do you keep rolling fucking dirty 20s, you people? 17.
Severance.
Oh.
Floss is hiding something from you. In fact, she's probably lying to you.
I'm trying to think. I'm gonna go ahead and give Floss, like, I would think with a 17, it's clear, like, maybe Floss isn't telling the whole truth. Yeah, I'm like, because if I want to go on my base roll, I got an 18. I only had, like, a 2-point plus, 2 for dirty 20. So I'll give Floss, like, okay, maybe Floss is being a little bit serious, but there's clearly probably more going on. Especially since we almost, like, Family Guy clip insert. I think she just pulls back for now.
Claire and
I was-
Tar, how do you guys react to this? Because you're here too.
Is Tar in the back seat with me?
Yeah, Tar's in the back
Yes.
seat with you. I like to think Claire is as well, but there's like a bit where you can reach over towards the front console.
I just kind of think it's a little suspicious, but I'm not gonna push the matter. I kind of just like take a mental note that there's something in that suitcase that boss doesn't want us to see. I don't know what it is though, but clearly something very important.
It's like, Flash, what are you doing? You're like, find it, beep!
Oh,
Okay. You guys are headed towards the Valhaven Occult Society. Eventually, you make it. Rain's still pattering. You pull up to the chantry. You guys go in, I'm assuming?
kind of.
Yeah, Floss is gonna get out. She's gonna take the briefcase with her. She like as soon as she parks, she goes for the suitcase. And
Damn.
she heads out towards the chantry to talk. Well, okay, she's actually gonna wait for everyone else first because she doesn't want to be in front. Because also, how long has it been since I smoked that astral cigarette?
Oh, it's been maybe like 20 minutes, dog.
Okay,
Is
cool.
Floss tweaking it right off?
No. It's just I want to smoke one every hour so that I have the benefits.
It's like 5 p.m., by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody gets out. You go on ahead. Floss, this is the moment that Floss became Heisenberg, by the way.
Sorry.
Yeah, you guys all go inside?
Wait. Sorry. Can you elaborate on the Heisenberg joke? I'm confused.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Severance is not gonna go and like Severance is very clearly staring at Floss. She's not saying anything,
Okay.
but she's
Tar and
just kind of
Claire.
staring at Floss.
Tar, Claire, do you guys go inside?
I kind of just look at them both and kind of just give like a huff, kind of like a sigh, and then just walk inside.
Claire.
Yeah, I kind of just notice that there's something going on between Floss and Severance, so I kind of like both give them long looks, but then also head inside.
It's important for consistency's sake for you, Claire. Mordenkainen told you he would meet you at the entrance to Old Downtown as well. So Sophie, Atreus, and Mordenkainen will meet you there.
Okay.
Yeah. Claire, Tar, you go inside. Severance and Floss, you remain outdoors.
This should be fun. I don't say that in character.
Eee.
I guess Floss, they kind of have it handled, so Floss is gonna sit outside here with Severance.
Is this where I cut scenes?
If you want Severance, is that fine?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Cool.
Tar and Claire, you guys go inside. You see Zik. He's actually polishing like some of the glass displays here. Those villagers are gone. The horse is gone. It's only employees and Zik. Yuri and Zik are actually in the middle of having a discussion. And Zik is saying, "Well, you know, it's kind of important actually to maintain your breathing when fighting. I mean, you want to remain composed, and it's good, you know, I think, practice-wise." And Yuri's like fiddling with a rapier and like then hangs it up and kind of like nods.
So I hear this conversation.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do something funny.
Yeah.
I want to roll a stealth check to kind of just sneak up behind Zik.
Okay.
Oh fuck!
Go ahead and roll stealth.
That's a nat 20.
He doesn't notice you.
Okay. kind of want to put my hand on his shoulder and say, "So the student has become the master now."
When you put your hand on his shoulder, he quickly turns and punches you in the face. Does
Yes!
say, what's his modifier? You don't have his shit in front of you.
If I grab my phone, I could find it.
You need a
It's like a
21, right?
+8 to hit.
He needs a 21 to hit.
Yes.
He does not hit. So he goes to like hit you, and Zick's a pretty lighthearted guy. I think we've noticed. You've noticed, like having raised him. He has a very stoic, mean expression on his face when he turns to hit you. His hand aiming for your face. I think like you of your skill, you're able to like deflect it and hold his arm, but he's like staring at you, and then there's the realization in his eyes, and that like stoicism fades, and he gives you a light smile.
And then I kind of embrace him in it's called like the fat man hug, where they pick up the person.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you give him a big old hug, and
Yeah.
he's like, oh, it's so good to see you, Sensei. What are you doing here?
I've come bearing bad news,
His face drains.
but we're gonna need your help.
Okay, anything you want, Sensei. I am at your disposal.
Don't say it like that, buddy. You're not at my disposal.
He gives you the
You're
little
one of my
bow.
disciples. We know where the maw is. We're gonna storm it, and we need as much help as we can get. And I know you want to save Camilla as much as I do. I just worry about your safety out there. Do you think you're ready?
Oh, I'm as ready as I'll ever be, Sensei.
Attaboy. And I kind of ruffle his hair with my big hulking hands.
While he's trying to remain high in spirits, he looks very serious, Tar.
What's going on, kid?
Ever since the kidnapping, ever since Camilla's gone, ever since our little talk, I've noticed your attitude change. And if I'm going to fight like you do, I need to start having your attitude as well.
Or you could forge your own.
I don't think I'm ready for that yet. I don't have the years under my belt like you do.
I know. You're only 17. I don't want to see you hurt. I don't want to see you get hurt, and I don't want to see you kill someone. But there's nothing we can do about what we have to do now.
If it comes to it, I won't hold back.
Okay? Just promise me if it gets too heavy of a burden, you'll come to me, and I'll carry that burden for you.
You know I will, Sensei. And he bows to you again.
I bow back.
Okay. I guess, since I want to give everyone a scene here, Claire, are you the one going to Nico to get that info that Nico wanted from Floss or whatever?
Wait, say that again?
Since everyone's getting a scene here, I want to give you one. We're here to recruit Nico and Yuri, and also Nico said they had some information for Floss, like they called Atreus.
Did Claire hear that part?
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, why not?
Oh, okay, I was just saying. But yeah, no.
I thought we
Floss
were
is
all out there when
outside.
Atreus came outside.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, no,
literally,
Floss is
Atreus was
just-
the one who like grabbed Claire's shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah.
I'll go over to Nico and
Hell yeah, giving Claire some spotlight. Let's fucking go.
W Claire spotlight.
Nico is sitting there, book in hand, sees you approaching, puts the book down. Well, if it ain't the gunslinger vamp, how you doing, Claire?
I'm doing okay. I have a favor to ask you.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything for you. What's up?
We're trying to go to this like Fang hideout, and we're gonna need a lot of help. So I was wondering if you could come along with us.
Yeah, I'd be more than happy to tag along. Um, I can handle myself
Uh,
in a fight. Um, I'll tell you what, I can leave Yuri here to be in charge of everything, and I can go ahead and come with.
I heard you had some information for Floss.
Yeah, it's about that amulet. Um, I found out what it was, and I wanted to get that information to Floss.
Okay, I'm sure probably be able to explain it a little bit better. This is actually outside.
All right, yeah, I can mosey on out with you, and then we can go do that little thing together.
I give him a nod. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Um, here's another thing, Claire. Um, can you do me a favor?
Yeah. What do you need?
Mordenkainen, how's he been holding up?
Um, he's been okay, rather quiet, I would say.
Yeah, I couldn't help but notice the entire time he was here the other day, he was just dead silent, brooding in the corner. Something tells me he's got some ghosts in his closet. Maybe talk to him about it sometime. Sometimes people's struggles aren't always so verbal.
Thank you. I'll definitely talk to him next time I see him.
Hell yeah. You have recruited Nico. I need to go tinkle very badly, so I'll be right back, gang.
Yay! Yay! It's us, guys. Is everyone having fun?
Yay!
Yay! Yay!
I can just imagine it now. We all pull up to the mall in a van and like 8 people get out. 9 people.
Good thing we have a fucking van to hold a bunch of people.
Mm-hmm. Like, okay, school bus.
I imagine the van's gonna do a wheelie with how many people are in the back seat.
This mission's about to fucking flip.
Like Tar's like 9 feet tall. He weighs like 360 pounds, so that's already massive.
Wait, is that someone that we know?
That's the gun
I'm back.
seller.
Oh yeah, I know that. That's what do you mean? What is he? Is that the same guy?
You
What
guys
same
remember
guy?
Seamus from
Oh!
the Knights Order of the Veil?
Oh!
Wait, is it? Wait,
the
oh,
Vulcan!
wait, no, but his last name wasn't Lockbeard, was it?
Did you
I
guys
just
ever
named
learn
him-
his last name?
I don't remember his last name, but I just named him Seamus because I thought it was funny.
Be very interesting if in the Doom timeline, this is Seamus.
Which, unironically, would just mean that he didn't die, but he failed, and he's like, you know what, I've done my service, and then he's like a fucking
Because
blacksmith now.
if this is the game where everything went wrong, that would mean like maybe Sayla's dad fucking killed everybody, and Seamus survived and retired and became a blacksmith.
That'd be awesome. His the canon explanation for his last name being different is he's married. I don't know.
Yeah, he took his
He got
wife's
married
name.
again.
Cinna is fucking dead. Let's go. Okay, I'm back. By the way.
In the Doom timeline, Gary's dad probably influenced him, and he's some evil fucking demigod or something.
Okay. Do you guys leave now?
Question for the DM:
Yes, Tar Kageyama.
Is Zik gonna be in the back seat of the van with us?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
My
this
assumption-
should be interesting.
I assume that the weight distribution would be fine because Tar is up near the front. You know.
I wouldn't worry too much
Tar in the
about
middle.
van weight distribution. We're not that kind of D&D game.
I imagine Floss driving, Claire in shotgun, just in case Floss starts fucking up again, and then Severance, Tar, and then Zik in the backseat.
Okay, so you guys approach the van. Everybody starts loading in. Nico stops Floss before like you guys leave. Can I actually have a word with you for a moment, Floss?
If you must.
I do must.
The Floss is like just standing there, like looking at him.
That little trinket you got, not the book, the amulet. I did a little digging in the lore. I figured out what it was. I figured you might want to know.
Floss at the mention of it. Sorry, I let go of my push to talk key. Floss at the mention of hearing it not about the fucking book, like she immediately like she was kind of pissed, like clearly, but she's like pretty like neutral, like lightened up now. That it's not about the fucking book. Yeah, I guess if you have some more information about it, you can go ahead.
There were these monks in the Scorched Republic, and they figured out a way to sacrifice people to awaken astral souls. And it was a gemstone. And for the past couple 100 years or so, they killed people to awaken their own strength. Then, they hired some dwarves to forge a trinket that would boost in the power of that astral soul that was summoned by the gem. So you can draw an astral soul forth from yourself and then upgrade it by stabbing yourself again.
So this amulet isn't for giving people astral souls, it's for upgrading already existing ones?
I mean, it does both. The gemstone itself awakens them. The housing of the gemstone upgrades it. It's a very powerful magical artifact, but considering you got 2 of them, I don't think I could convince you to hand them over.
2 of them?
Yeah, that and that fucking book.
Oh. I mean, this isn't even mine. The Grimoire is mine, but this you would have to talk to Atreus about this, and I'm sure he's not willing to part with that.
Right. Well, I'm not gonna be on your ass about it. I think the Fang and their problems go over what drama we got going on. We can argue about the book and the amulet once the Fang is dealt with. Why don't we put a truce in play?
Over the book, yeah, sure, but the amulet, I have nothing to do with the amulet. I'm just holding it. That's between you and Atreus.
Nico holds out a hand to shake yours.
Floss reluctantly shakes his.
And just so you know, I feel like I got to apologize. I have nothing against your kind.
I appreciate the apology.
He kind of like gives you a wave and then gets in the back of the van.
I'm trying to think. Wait, can I say something to Nico before he walks away?
Yeah.
Do you guys have a cauldron in there by chance? And I point towards the chantry.
No, unfortunately, ours is out on lease to our sister location.
Your what? I don't say that in character. I don't say that in character. Okay, well, I guess I'm not gonna be making 46 plus 1d8 health potions then.
Womp womp.
I leveled up Thaubature just to do that because super powerful healing potions that I could fling at people, but...
Cass, do you hear that? That's the world's tiniest violin. Where
What
do
if
you guys go from here?
Wait, does it specify that you need a cauldron?
Yeah.
Yeah, unless I get the one that makes it to where I don't need a cauldron.
I was
Weren't
gonna
you
say,
able to use
Tar
the
can
stick
punch
at
a
one
hole in the
point?
ground.
Wait,
the
hold
tap
on.
water
Wait,
potions.
what'd you say? What'd you say, Tar?
I said Tar can punch a hole in the ground and make one.
I don't think that'd be up to health code. Also, Severance, what did you say?
Didn't you make it in a sink at one point?
You know what? I think I did actually.
Yeah, but you get the fluoride debuff.
We did not establish
Girl,
that.
shut the fuck up. There's no fluoride debuff.
Not that
I
you
did
know
make
of.
it in it. Unless Austin doesn't want that to be a consistent thing, I can make it in any
use a
large
sink. That's
bowl.
fine. Yeah, you can use it in any like running water.
Okay. You guys have a sink, maybe?
Oh yeah, we got one upstairs.
Okay, I'll be back. 1 second. Wait, we got the torture labyrinth tomorrow. This is literally me, guys.
Yeah, Flush,
Okay,
you go inside, use a sink. We're not gonna roleplay this because we got to get the move on.
Yeah. Okay. So it's 15 green ember for the. It's the potion cellar thing.
Yeah.
So they're 46 plus my hit die, which is 1d8. And I'm going to make 4 of them. Why not? So that's 60 green ember. I'll add those and get rid of the money, and then I go in the van.
All right, we get in the van. It's very crowded in the back, and you guys head towards. Severance wanted to stop at the blacksmith at Seamus. Are we doing that?
I mean,
we can do that. We can, as long. Well, hold on. Did Severance say that like in character?
I don't think she actually did.
Okay.
So it's okay.
All right, you guys head towards Old Downtown. Holy fucking shit, gang! I hope we're pumped. I hope we're pumped for it. The van rattles along old cobblestones, rain pouring down. This old downtown is almost on the coast of Ulrich. You can see the sea just a few blocks to the right. The entrance to Old Downtown, a walled-off section of the city. Tall stone walls with iron trappings atop the right. The only entrance to Old Downtown. Now a drawbridge, drawn up, slanted at a 45-degree angle, impossible to cross without using the mechanism. Below, about 120 feet, a river running from the ocean across. Above, looming over Old Downtown, are 2 tall towers, one significantly taller than the other, both dark in color with elegant trappings. There's banners burned away to ash and nothingness. You can see across the way a large gate, and through it, homes, now rubble. All of your friendly NPCs are here. The ones not in the van are waiting at the drawbridge for you. I believe that is Sophie, Atreus, Mordenkainen, and then in the van with you is Zik and Nico. What would you guys like to do?
So while we were driving, could I have been teaching Zik the lethal spots on the human body?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's all I want.
Wait, can Severance learn?
If you're paying attention, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you know now too.
Oh yeah.
What do I put on my character sheet?
+1 to all attack rolls.
Okay. Yay! Or can I? I'll just put. Yeah. Okay.
In front of you, the drawbridge, there's a mechanism to the right that almost looks like a wooden wheel sideways attached to a bunch of mechanisms, a rope that goes up towards like a mechanism that's holding the drawbridge together. Mordenkainen, Atreus, and Sophie are outside.
Can I do a perception check of like the tower area to see how many people there are outside?
Yeah, roll a quick
Are we
perception
that
check
close
for me.
Okay.
What's the vantage point that we have on this on the tower?
By vantage point, what do you mean?
Like, are we like outside of the tower or like up on a hill or like what?
So it's like you guys are ground level. There is a
Right.
bridge that goes across the way, and it's like almost like a separate piece of land that's part of the city that's also on the same ground level. And then it's this giant tower and a smaller tower next to it that just kind of overlooks old downtown. It's probably a good couple of blocks away.
So, but we're close enough to see people, but they're not close enough to see us, I guess.
If there are people there, they can see you.
Oh, okay.
The 17.
With the 17, there's obviously walls up here blocking out the rest of the world from old downtown. You can't really see anybody looking out of any windows or hanging off the edge. There are no lights on inside either.
Well, it doesn't seem that there's active movement right now. There's no one outside or in the windows, and there's no lights on. But that could mean that there's somewhere else in the building.
So did we just storm the goddamn castle, or?
I think we should observe outside first and then make a plan there.
Can we like look outside the perimeter of where we're at?
What'd you say, Claire?
Can we look outside the perimeter of where we're at?
Yeah, can I as well?
Aside from this drawbridge and the mechanism, there's maybe like a small, old, kind of almost like just I would use the word watchtower, but it's not a tower at all. It's like just a small booth where it looks like guards were posted at one point in time, though no longer.
So, what is the way over?
There is a drawbridge in front of you. Like, you know those bridges that go up and split halfway to, like, let ships pass underneath? It's like that mechanism.
No. It's a double drawbridge?
Yes, it's a double drawbridge. That is the only way over to Old Downtown.
So that would
someone
mean...
would have to be on the other side?
Well, we would at least have one on our side.
There is a mechanism on this side that appears to connect both. Like, there's ropes and pulleys and all sorts of mechanisms that seem to control this entire thing.
Just, can I try to mess with the mechanism to see if it does anything?
Claire, you get into the car, shut the door, clunk. You walk on over. It is almost like a ship wheel, like the helm of a ship, implanted sideways on the ground flat, and there's a rope attached all around it. How would you like to fiddle with this, Claire?
You said it's a wheel. Can I just turn the wheel?
Yeah, roll a quick brawn check for me.
Oh, a brawn. Okay. Oh, a 16?
Yeah, you guys see Claire. This thing is, like, clearly stuck with age. And you, with your strong, rippling woman muscles, push this wheel. The bridge lowers, connecting together.
Well,
You
I'm gonna
guys...
jump back in
Sorry?
the car.
Oh, I was gonna say like it's like down to where we can walk across it now.
Yeah. So Claire, you come back to the car. The drawbridge is down where you can get across. You see a large iron gate across the way. A dozen like boards and boxes blocking that iron gate.
We can walk. We need to walk across the bridge first, though. Yeah.
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 Or alternatively drive if you'd like to, though I'm not sure this bridge could support the weight.
Yeah. We'll just leave the van here, I think. Unless anybody has any objections.
Severance starts walking that way.
Same.
As you guys cross the
start walking that way.
bridge, birds go calling off in the distance as you approach, fluttering off into the wind. Sea waves splashing all of you, the salt in your mouth. You guys reach the other side. There is a small door to the right here. It appears to be like some sort of like small cobblestone booth. There's a door to the left that seems to like let you go around this iron gate. The iron gate itself is like barred shut with dozens of boxes and crates and planks and furniture. It looks like this was actually barred from the outside, like where you guys are standing, almost like they were trying to keep something in.
So how many doors were there for us to get in?
2. One goes off to the right in like a small little cobblestone booth, and then the left seems to be like a path, like a doorway that leads into a path that goes around.
I'll start walking towards the one that leads into a booth.
As you open the booth, you see a large skeleton sitting in a chair.
How close is Severance to the rest of us right now?
I'm not entirely sure. Also, it's like storming here now, and I'm afraid that like power's gonna go out, and I'm gonna lose the recording, Loki.
Why don't you just?
Really?
I guess you can't just stop it and start it again.
I guess I could, but we'd lose whatever I miss. I don't know. I'm just scared
It'll
because it's
be
happened
fine.
before.
It'll be fine.
Is
there
I
anything?
forgot to say because I was muted. I was gonna follow Severance.
Okay, yeah, you too see this skeleton.
Is there anything else of interest in the room? Is there anything on the skeleton?
This appears to like be like very old iron armor, like iron guard armor, and like a copper sword at his side. You see the symbol for Valhaven, like the Valhaven flag, on a crest on his like chest.
But there's nothing else of interest in the room?
I don't think so.
Or do you want me to do a perception roll for that?
No, you don't. You don't need to roll all that.
Okay. Well, that's not really interesting. So I go back.
Find anything there?
Just a skeleton with a Valhaven crest on it.
Floss perks an eyebrow up at this and heads over to the booth. I don't know if they follow me or not, but she heads over to the booth at hearing the skeleton part.
Yeah.
Severance does.
Does anyone else, or is it just me and Sev?
It's just gonna be you and Sev. I don't know if I'm gonna follow.
Okay, so you guys are going elsewhere now, yes?
Me and Sev are heading back over to the booth where the skeleton is, and Floss is gonna see what's there exactly.
Yeah, it's literally just the skeleton here. There is nothing else of interest in this room.
Okay, but it has the Valhaven crest on it, yeah?
Yeah.
Can Floss whip out the grimoire, the Book of Undeath, and cast Speak with Dead?
I believe this allows you to ask it 3 questions it would have known in life, right?
5.
Okay.
Answers
Slowly.
are well, hold on. Well, I was
Yeah,
gonna
they're
say
purposely
answers are
vague.
yeah, well, and also they don't have to be truthful if I'm like an enemy or something.
Okay. You watch as Floss holds her arm out. The skeleton coming to life.
How did you die?
I served my purpose.
Floss, I'm gonna think for a moment. Hold on. What do you know of the Fang?
The Fang? What is the Fang?
Do you serve one of the 5 families?
Ah, the Ambrose family.
I turn and whisper to Severance just to make sure the skeleton doesn't pick up any of my speakings. Do you know anything else we should probably tell him.
Lucas!
What? Sorry, I was typing. You said
Lucky!
anything else that we should ask?
Yeah, I already asked 3 questions, and I Cassidy can't think of any more to ask it. So
What? Okay, wait. So, out of character, around what? I know Severance wouldn't know this, so this wouldn't be relevant to Severance. But when did the Ambrose place get burned down?
That's a history check, my friend.
I know Severance wouldn't know that.
should I? Do you want me to ask that?
No, because I want to ask him when he died, so that out of character we can connect something if this is anything worth it.
That's something I can't tell you, Lucas. That's information that somebody would have to know, or you'd have to look into.
Okay, well,
So can I ask
either
him,
way,
can I ask him
when he
then?
died. Yeah.
How
What
long
is
ago was
current
your
year?
death?
What is current year? Current year is
1492.
1492.
No, I specifically said, yeah,
I
how
have
long
no
ago was
idea.
your death? Is how I worded it.
Let's see, current year is 1492.
No, I have no idea. That was a joke.
Oh, well, now I have to fucking look it up because it's relevant and important. Give me one moment. I think it's 1218 AE right now, which means I have to do fucking math.
What does
Timeline.
the 8?
Wait, actually, Austin,
After
it
extinction.
would be if I remember correctly, it would actually be 1 year before current year because didn't Absinthium take place at the end of one
no,
year? And
so
then...
I'm referring to the Reliance Master Beta timeline. It is 1218. That is correct. Just
Yeah,
1217
it's
is when the Shadow
1218.
Pact Rebellion is killed. So it's 1218.
Well, yeah, the end of what is it called? The end of Absinthium is like the summer of the next year.
We don't
Right.
need to get into specifics. It is still current year.
Okay.
He says 1178.
And what year is it right now?
1218.
18.
That's
So he
like
died
25 years ago or something like that.
In
Like
solid
30s.
math there.
It was
Okay.
almost 40.
It's almost 40. Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay, one last question. We can kind of tell he's a guard already. He died serving the Ambrose when the siege happened or whatever. They don't know who the Fang is, which is interesting because they're the one who's currently occupies it. Oh, I've got a question. Who was it that sieged the castle or this tower? I suppose that you were guarding.
Hunters. He falls to bone.
Hunters. Oh, also, how much LP does that take from me?
We're gonna call
Third
that
level
12.
spell. 12. Third level spell. All right.
That was really fucking cool, by the way, Cass. I'm
That was
very
some
glad you
Baldur's
did that.
Gate shit.
That was fucking incredible. Holy shit.
that was awesome.
That was legit.
Okay. Floss is gonna head back to the rest of the party.
Said
Hell
follows.
fucking yeah. Hell fucking yeah.
According to that skeleton in that booth there, who presumably is a Valhaven guard serving the Ambrose, I suppose.
Mhm.
He was, I guess, I don't know. So they were guarding the castle when a siege fell in, what was it, 78?
Around that time.
Yeah. By supposedly hunters, according to him. He didn't know who the Fang were. But he died serving the Ambrose in whatever siege happened here. But that's the weird part is it was hunters, not the Fang. According to him, at least.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Floss, looks over at Atreus a little bit, like if he would know anything about hunters or whatever.
Can you roll a quick insight check for me?
Yeah, sure. Oh, and okay, so I was in. You know how I have the 2 different sets of clothes.
Mm-hmm.
I like sometime before we went to the Chantry, I went to the NBO armor / the mask, so I do have advantage on this because I'm wearing the
Okay.
mask. Because that's like my battle kit or whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me
Also,
roll.
all these NPCs are here. I'm not going to have them talking all the time because that would be talking over you guys, and I'm not going to fucking do that. Your companion NPCs are all here. And if you want something from them, just
Get mine.
interact with them.
I don't have one.
All right, well,
You can talk.
I rolled really shit, but my advantage and my +2 give me a 12, so.
Atreus seems off. That's all I can tell you.
Floss looked over Atreus. Atreus, you've dealt with the Fang for a while. Do you know anything about these hunters?
You know, hunters. If the Fang is made of monsters, hunters are sure to come knocking. I mean, we got one in
But
our
why would
midst,
they?
don't we?
Sorry, what did he say?
We've got one in our midst, don't we? And he shoots a look to Severance.
I mean, but why would hunters come knocking at an Ambrose, like guard post?
Because the Ambroses are vampires?
But the Fang are occupying it now?
I guess.
Well, the Fang are working with the Ambrose, no?
I suppose.
Wait, am I hearing this?
Yeah, you guys are all here.
Yeah.
Oh, Tar's gonna pipe up and say, well, the Fang agent that I killed had fangs.
So they are monsters. Or monstrous race, perhaps. Not monsters, you know. People born vampires aren't monsters, you know, yada yada, whatever.
Prince nods to that.
But regardless, people would come hunting for them. So the Ambrose and the Fang are working together. This was a Valhaven protected Ambrose place at one point, and then hunters came supposedly for the Ambrose, and I guess all the Fang stuff came afterward. She's putting the pieces together like verbally out loud.
You see Atreus is looking through the iron gates, a morose look on his face.
Severance looks to where he is looking.
You see hollowed out buildings, rubble, dead, old, charred corpses everywhere.
Wait, where are these corpses at?
On the other side of this iron fence. It's sort of like this town square type situation. There's a bunch of buildings, businesses, homes, all reduced to rubble, and just kind of like hollow shells of what once was. You can see a burned down banner overhead. Looking a bit closer, you notice, trying to piece it together, it looks like the banner would have read Invention Day.
So, assumedly, these, either the hunters or the Fang of some sort, probably the hunters most likely, raided this place and set it ablaze and barred it from the outside so nobody could leave. It's an oven.
It was an oven, I guess.
Atreus, interestingly enough, takes the lead and says, "Unless you know another way out." And he begins to head through the side door that heads into this area.
Oh, right. You know what? It clicked. Severance follows Atreus.
Same.
I also follow.
I kind of want to be a little bit of like snarky to Atreus right now.
Yeah, go ahead, Tar.
I'm gonna kind of like grip his shoulder from behind. Can't you use your whatever those green things are to scout the areas for us, or are you just here?
He kind of looks at you and furrows his brow. If that's what you want from me, I can do your bidding, Tar.
Hey, Austin, can I say something really quick that's not important to any of this right now, but it's important for what we're doing right now?
Mm-hmm.
What does Floss know about the Yellow Jackets?
Sophie told you that at one point they were a criminal organization that helped a lot of people in this city. You know that he adopted Sophie. I believe saved her when her family was killed. And he
Okay,
saved a lot of people like that.
When her family was killed, do I know anything about that?
She never told you too much about it, just that they died. And that Atreus has saved many other people like this, gave them a home, gave them a life. And sure, it's a life of crime and smuggling, but the Yellow Jackets is a place for orphans and the like to call a home.
While we're walking into this place, can I talk with Sophie really quick and maybe Atreus, but like while we're walking in?
Yeah. Atreus is currently with Tar, so Sophie's the only one with you.
Oh. Okay, I thought we were all together.
I mean, you're all together, but it's like there's a scene happening with Tar and Atreus right now.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry. Okay, well, yeah, you do your scene first, and then I'll do my talking scene with Sophie.
Tar, Atreus says, yeah. I'll do your bidding, Tar.
And I kind of just like smile, and I'm like, look, I just want to know if something's coming, because you're kind of growing on me. Because we're the same, but we're different.
Yeah. What do you mean with the same but different?
And I kind of remove my hand off his shoulder and then just keep walking. Kind of let him resonate with that thought.
Holy shit, that's good. Yeah. What do you guys do? Floss, you said you wanted a thing with Sophie?
Yeah, I thought you were gonna do the eyes thing. Sorry. I guess like Floss is like nearby Sophie or whatever it is, and I like tap her, or not like tap her on the shoulder, but like do like the backhand thing, like to the side of the shoulder type thing, like trying to get her attention.
Yeah.
Hey, have you ever been here before? Like, do you recognize this place at all?
Sophie looks around. I mean, this city all just kind of melts together after all the years.
I see. I got the information I needed from that. Is Atreus nearby after being left behind by Tar?
Yeah. You actually see his eyes like quickly shimmer green. You don't see anything, but his eyes are kind of shimmering green for a moment.
I'll wait till that's done and then walk up to him.
As you're waiting for that to be done, you all hear him go,
What the fuck is that?
What?
Well, not alone, that's for certain. Severance, you fought a lot of monsters, haven't you?
Well, yes.
You ever fight a deer with 2 heads and 7 legs?
Have I? Most likely, but, do you want me to roll?
a history check for me.
That is an 18.
Yeah, that's a spy deer, often found in the forest around Reliance. They often mimic people's voices and lure them into the woods.
Well, they're typically called spy deer. They typically mimic people's voices and things that they've heard, but they're usually found in the woods.
Yeah, we got a couple of those wandering about.
Far away are they?
This one's about 8 blocks south. Looks like there's a couple outside these towers as well. I don't see any people, though.
Sorry, do we have a tabletop scene, or?
No, we do not. There will be one later, but for the purposes of Old Downtown, completely theater of the mind.
Cool, okay. And you described it as like kind of like a large townish type thing that's gated in?
Yes, actually, now that you guys are here, I need to describe stuff for you. There was just roleplay happening.
Okay.
This is.
Wait, are we inside now?
Yeah, you guys are inside now.
Okay, I have a scene to do.
Okay.
After you.
So.
I needed to talk to Atreus, but also yes.
What if I?
Well,
that's
yeah,
me choking myself.
Well, no, Austin, you said that. I said I wait till he's done and then go up to him,
right.
And you were like, he says something.
Yeah. Let me very momentarily set the scene.
You're good.
There are maybe like 12 blocks of city here, right? Like 12 blocks down, 12 blocks right. This is a section inside of the city. There are again, hollowed out homes. I think the only thing truly standing here are these two towers. But the homes, like, their husks kind of block the paths in the ways, like half buildings. Down this main area, there's like the rubble of a main fountain. There's that banner that once hung above saying Happy Invention Day, which is all like torn and like part of it ash. You can see a bunch of dead, charred corpses, maybe 30 or 40 of them, just littered about the ground and streets here. There are booths and strange devices, some of them torn to shreds and burned as well.
All right. Is Severance doing her? Severance is a girl, yeah. Her thing first, or am I doing my thing, or
Whatever works better
for you guys. Mine was gonna be a kind of emotional moment for Atreus, so you can go first.
Okay, so
Atreus.
yeah, Floss, you go ahead.
Okay, so I will talk to Atreus, and then I'm gonna fuck off and do something, and then Severance can do his thing. So like after the eyes thing, and like while we're walking inside, I guess. Atreus, you ever been here before?
He doesn't say anything actually. He just kind of looks at you, and he tries to like keep walking.
Excuse me, Atreus. Does he say anything to that?
What do you want, Floss?
Sorry, I don't think I spoke loud enough. Apologies. Do you recognize this place at all? Have you? I mean, not recognize, but like, have you been here before?
He lets out like a heavy sigh.
You know, it's like Sophie said, this city kind of melds itself together after all the years. Don't you agree?
Can I roll insight?
Yeah, absolutely.
After that, can I actually hop into the scene?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a 16.
Floss, something tells you this guy knows this place. He's very bad at hiding it.
Okay, so specifically, the question I asked earlier about the Yellow Jackets, does Floss know of any Yellow Jackets iconography other than the yellow and the black?
No.
Is there any yellow and black here?
No.
Okay.
So, can I use this moment to hop in?
Yes, Severance, you approach, you see this happening. And Tar and Claire, you're here as well. I wanna chime in. It's just I think Severance is like stepping up.
Yes.
You
I
were
already have that scene.
you were here when it happened, weren't you?
You know, Severance.
That's why half of you is burnt. And that's why you're acting odd now. You were here when this happened, weren't you?
He looks to all of you.
Maybe I was, maybe I wasn't, but it doesn't matter now. The fingers are our goal. So why don't we just keep on walking?
This is even further than the Fang. This has to do with Jandrel's motivation. If we know more of what happened that day, it could lead us to more understand why he's doing this.
I want you to roll persuasion.
Fuck.
Floss is gonna say something and then also try and roll persuasion. I mean, as much as I don't think we should be spieling our emotions about trauma right now, I think it would be useful to our prerogative right now, Atreus.
I rolled a 17.
Let me roll really quick.
Oh wait, actually I rolled an 18.
Okay,
Sorry.
so what did you say, Floss?
Floss said, look, Atreus, as much as I, like, don't think we should be venting about trauma right now, it could really help if we had more information about what happened right now.
They killed the kid's fucking family. It was a normal day. It was never supposed to be anything more. Some kind of convention to show off inventions. The kid's dad, Yandrel Ambrose's father, was an inventor, a hexsmith, as they call him. and he was gonna revolutionize this whole goddamn city. But it was never meant to be. Hunter showed up, fucking slaughtered the place, burned everything to the ground. The guy was a visionary, and they fucking killed him. I was there. I did what I had to do.
Do you know why they wanted to kill him?
Probably because he was a vampire. It's anybody's guess. As far as I know, the dude never hurt a fucking fly. Maybe they were scared of change.
Austin, I'm sorry. I heard all of that except for it was, what was it, like, who came here specifically to burn this place down?
Just hunters.
Oh, okay. Let's keep going. Floss is not going to, she's gonna like stray off of the main group a little bit, because you specified stuff about broken gadgets that are weird and peculiar. Or at least some of them being broken. She's gonna try and find anything that's not, you know, rubble and char.
Yeah, roll investigation for me.
Okay. $17.
You find a small brass device with like writing on the side that says water purifier.
This is an outside question. Water purification systems are pretty common in Reliance now.
Yeah, they are.
This isn't exactly an oddity. At least to Floss.
Mhm.
In her privileged first world country mind, because she's definitely that. Sure. Floss is just gonna set it back down and come back to the main group. Does anybody want to say anything before Floss says something kind of like let's keep going, or lead, like whatever, like before we progress?
No, I think Severance is also would be up near the front, like leading.
No.
All right. Atreus, you know where we should end, or is there like a? Wait, hold on. We were okay. Out of character. Sorry. We came here to find Camilla and the others, and they were somewhere here supposedly, but there's no like underground place that's immediately like. Is there? I guess we can scout out.
There's
Yeah.
two giant towers. It's the only thing standing overlooking this entire area.
Yeah, but one of the towers we saw was pretty much empty. Yeah.
From the outside,
Well, there's
that's what it looked like.
no guards there, but there is spider, and most likely they would be underground, or at least inside the tower.
Yeah. So we should go to the other tower then. Yeah.
I mean, does the other tower have lights on or have
Nope.
any sign of life?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Then which one was the larger tower?
The larger tower.
No. Like we were close to one of the towers. Was it the smaller one or the larger one?
I mean, they're kind of equidistant. Like they're.
Okay.
Like in the middle.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. I see. Okay. We should probably head over to that larger tower then. Are there any of those weird deer things near it, Atreus?
Atreus's eyes gleam green. It looks like one's moving away now. If we were gonna go in there, this is the time.
Floss like turns towards the rest of the group and backs up a little bit. Oh wait, Claire, were you gonna say something?
I just agreed.
Oh, okay. Looks at, I don't know, like the 7 of us. Austin, can I get a roll call really quick, just so I know?
Yes, absolutely. We can get a roll call. We have Claire, Floss, Severance, Tar, Atreus, Mordenkaine, Nico, Zick, Sophie.
Damn. W
Alright.
party.
Really quick before I go on my little Floss monologue. Floss is gonna go up to Sophie really quick. All right. You're still not ready?
No.
That's okay. I was just asking, just to make sure. Floss is gonna back up. All right. I know I'm not exactly the most proficient leader, but it's all we got, and the 7 of us. I'm not gonna say we'll do our damn best. Let's get a move on.
Okay. For my own sanity, I'm gonna stop and start the recording just in case, because I don't want to lose anything that's been recorded, because this has been my favorite session thus far.
That's a good like cutoff point for the session.